Welcome back. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Now, ahead of the Mungode Bypolls, Telangana politics is heating up. 4 TRS MLAs have now accused the BJP of having to try to poach them. In what seemed to be high political drama, the 4 MLAs were found in a farmhouse in Aziz Nagar where they were allegedly offered bribe by people allegedly having links to the BJP. The MLAs informed the Hyderabad police about it, and the police have now arrested 3 people accused of having links with the BJP. Meanwhile, the BJP is hit back, saying the TRS is doing dirty and nasty politics. CNN News 18 has also accessed the FIR filed by TRS MLA Rohit Reddy, which mentions that 100 crore was offered to him by 2 BJP leaders.
ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఎమ్మెల్యేలే మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. టీఆర్ఎస్ ఎమ్మెల్యేస్ ఇక్కడ మమ్మల్ని ఎవరో వచ్చి అంటే ఈ ముగ్గురు వచ్చి మమ్మల్ని ప్రలోభ పెడతా ఉన్నారు, డబ్బు ఎరజు పెడతా ఉన్నారు, కాంట్రాక్ట్లు ఎరజు పెడతా ఉన్నారు, మరియు పదవులు కూడా ఎరజు పెట్టి మమ్మల్ని పార్టీ ఫిరాయింపు చేయమని ఇలాగా ప్రలోభ పెడతా ఉన్నారని ఆ పర్టికులర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనకి ఇచ్చారు. దానికి సంబంధించి ఈ రోజు చెక్ చేస్తే మనకి ఈ డీటెయిల్స్ మనకి వచ్చాయి.
BJP is known for toppling state governments across India. But one thing is clear out today, that KCRG's MLAs are not for sale. Using Swamiji's and many other political brokers, Bharatiya Janata Party leaders were caught red-handed today by pressurizing MLAs, 4 MLAs of TRS to shift sides to Bharatiya Janata Party, offering hundreds of crores and contracts just before the Mungode by-election. KCRG's MLAs informed police that BJP has been pressurizing them, and today police has caught them red-handed.
नंदकुमार मेरा असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में रहता था, छोटा रेस्टोरेंट खोलता था. जब वो रेस्टोरेंट को मैं उद्घाटन कर, हजारों रेस्टोरेंट पे जाता हूं उद्घाटन करने के लिए. बिल्कुल बेबुनियादी है, जानबूझकर मुनगोड में हारने वाले हैं, आने वाले चुनाव में टीआरएस जाने वाले हैं. एक नया मुख्यमंत्री आएंगे, जो जनता को मिलने वाला मुख्यमंत्री आएंगे, रोज ऑफिस को रहने वाला मुख्यमंत्री आएंगे और भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त तेलंगाना बनाएंगे. इसके लिए वो होगा, तेलंगाना जनता तय किया है. उसके बचने के लिए अलग अलग नया जिम्मिक्स डेली केसीआर तेलंगाना में हमारे ऊपर कर रहे.
While multiple reactions continue to come in, we'll keep tracking those developments. For now, slipping into a very short break.
Just give me 10 seconds. Mohammad Farhan is the spokesperson of the MIM party. Mohammad Farhan साहब, जो आपके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री असदुद्दीन ओवैसी ने बोला वो अच्छी बात है, किसी को कोई ऐतराज नहीं है. All right, we've lost him. Let's go to Amber Zaidi. Amber, no one has a problem with what Mr. Owaisi said. The problem is his own double standards when it comes to his own party. Everyone, has no problem with a hijab-wearing woman becoming a prime minister as long as he or she is capable, as long as he or she gets elected to public office in this country. But in Mr. Owaisi's party, despite his noble ideals and noble aspirations, the national president is a man. The different state presidents that they have in 5 or 6 states, they're all men. All MLAs that they have across 5 or 6 states where MIM has MLAs, they are all men. Almost all of the spokespersons are men. So where is a woman, hijab wearing or otherwise, in Mr. Owaisi's party in any position of leadership?
Absolutely right, Chika, because as they say, charity begins at home, and whatever Owaisi ji is preaching, he doesn't practice that. So he needs to practice whatever he is preaching to the entire nation. We need to, in our country, if we talk about the Muslim women especially, their literacy rate is so low. He doesn't care about the literacy rate of women. He doesn't care about the health care of Muslim women. He doesn't give that equal rights that Muslim women has, the Islam or Sharia has given, even the constitution for that matter. But they never talk about the equal right or basic human right the Muslim women should get. But he is just preaching what is he should also I just want to ask one question to Owaisi ji. He should at least give up on his MP seat from Hyderabad and nominate at least a woman from his party, and he should give a chance to become a prime minister from a woman from his party at least. and then he can come out and yell out to the people, but he's just trying to set up a narrative that in India Muslim are being targeted just because of their religious identities, for hijab, for topi, for beef, or for all these things, which is absolutely not right. He needs to be he needs to do politics on the real issue, the work on ground.
Okay, Amina Sherwani, I'm taking ahead what the point that Amber Zaidi was making. That again, I have no quibble with Mr. Owaisi wanting to see in his lifetime a burqa-clad or a hijab-clad woman becoming the Prime Minister of this country. Surely, if that person is capable, if that person has electoral majority, the support of majority of the people of this country, absolutely, that person should go on to become Prime Minister. But in Mr. Owaisi's case, not just this leadership issue in his party, but more importantly, how do you get there? We're talking about Rishi Sunak. It's his capability. He went to the best schools in England and the best universities in the world. It is about his education. As an old man once said, the greatest leveler that we have in this country is quality education. If you get a good education, that is a sure shot route to success. What has Mr. Owaisi's party done about education and for women? Who is the party who said, agar hijab nahi to kitab nahi? Are they not becoming an impediment in the way of girls getting an education, Muslim girls getting an education? Nothing is more important than getting a good education. And if a hijab is an impediment in that, then the hijab should go, not education.
Absolutely.
Welcome back. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Now, ever since its release, Rishabh Shetty's blockbuster Kannada film Kantara has been the talk of the town for its rooted storytelling, stunning visuals and music. However, amid all this high praise from audience and critics alike, the film is also now seeing itself in a new controversy. This after a Kerala-based music band, Thaikudam Bridge, has now accused the makers of plagiarism and copyright infringement for the movie song Vara Roopam. The band believes it has an uncanny resemblance to their song Navarasam. Joining me now to clear what the controversy is all about and what are these plagiarism claims is the bassist and rapper of this band, Vian Fernandez. Vian, thanks a lot for taking our time and joining us here on CNN News 18. Some tall claims that have been made. I saw the statement that your band has put out as well. Essentially, you're saying that there has been plagiarism by the makers of the film Kantara for the song Vara Roopam. You're saying it has an uncanny resemblance to your own song Navarasam. Why are you saying that? And when did you first hear about this uncanny resemblance?
So actually the band did not notice the similarities. The fans, the listeners, and Thaikudam Bridge fans were the ones who started commenting on the YouTube channel of Thaikudam Bridge below Navrasam. So on the Navrasam video, we started reading the comments, and then personal messages, calls started flooding in saying that, have you heard this song? And that's when we got to know that there is a track that's sounding as same as Navrasam. So we looked into it and we heard it. And at the beginning, we were like, okay, might be, some flavors here and there. But as the track kept going, we found way too many similarities in the track.
So what are these similarities that you're talking about? Could you talk to us about the specifics so that the viewers could get a sense as well?
So basically, right how Navrasam starts, the same way even Vara Roopam starts, and here a violin is used, similar to that tone, another instrument is used. After that, okay, fine, it can be a coincidence at times that, okay, it's happened in this manner, and the beginning of two songs sound similar. But after that, the second progression that goes, even the chord goes in the same direction. The feel goes in the same direction. And then the arrangement, the entire orchestration of the entire song is the same. The chanda comes in, the march beat comes in, which is the high point of Navrasam. That comes in, the guitars come in. So the entire flavor, the entire concept has just been lifted and used. We put a lot of hard work into it to come up with a unique concept, to come up with that kind of a strong song in the album. And we were not informed about anything regarding Kantara movie, or there's a track that's going to be similar, or even the word inspired that has been used right now in terms of the similarity. So we were not aware about anything. We were not contacted by anyone from the team of Kantara. We just got to know through the fans, through the listeners.
You know, as you said, many are saying, why don't you just see this as an inspiration? Why do you feel that line of inspiration has been breached into plagiarism?
Because as musicians, we all do get inspired. The inspiration is all around us. So it's a very good thing to be inspired. So as musicians, we know what it feels like to be inspired and to create something.
Sure.
So if I'm inspired by a particular track, I would not want to sound as same as that track. I would take inspiration from the track and draw something around it, not exactly the way it is. So that is what has happened over here. Like, you're saying inspired, you're saying that it's the same ragam and all of those things, but then as a musician, you can just clearly identify. Forget, you don't have to be a musician. If you ask a normal person who is not educated musically, who does not have music theory knowledge or any of those things, even that person will say, okay, this sounds exactly like this. Okay, the march beat also has come in. The entire rhythm section is the same. The entire feel, the dynamics, everything is the same.
So what I'm understanding is you put out a detailed statement on all your social media platforms. Post that, has there been any communication from the side, either from the filmmaker or others involved with the film?
Yes, there has been communication between the management and the team of Kantara, and they are in talking terms. So on the first day that we put our post out, they did get in touch and they did have some discussions with our management. Post that, there has been no response from their end. So we're looking forward to that. And hopefully there is a conclusion to all of this.
So you're saying there has been no communication post that initial one. At this stage, are you seeking legal action then?
In terms of legal action, definitely that's happening. If they don't get back to us, that's definitely. The entire legal team and the management has been working for days over this, planning the entire step of what we have to do in the future.
Sure.
So that is going to definitely happen. And in terms of it's only going to be a different take if the team of Kantara has to get in touch with the management and has a different conclusion over it. Then there'll be a different story to it.
So then I want to understand at this stage, because the movie is already out, what are you expecting from the filmmaker or those involved with the movie?
Initially, what was there, that it was the credits.
Sure.
But now that the movie is already out, so definitely credits is not going to happen. So whatever has to be the decision between the management and the Kantara team has to be on whatever grounds. But I think the legal team is the best, are the right ones to take a decision on this. What has to be the call, what has to be done, and they can decide. But as the band, as Silent Bridge, we wanted to actually put it out there in social media to make sure that there is no confusion in terms of, a lot of people thought that we are associated with the team Kantara.
Bien, lastly, before I let you go, there are some on social media also saying maybe you're just trying to cash in on the popularity of the film. How do you respond to that criticism?
I mean, we don't know who are these people commenting on social media saying that we need exposure. We are using Kantara to be famous. I think being an independent band, being Thaikudam Bridge, we have always believed in having this beautiful family all across everywhere. We call it Be the Bridge family, and we have always believed in getting everyone together. And I don't think so. After 9 years, after more than 700 shows, after touring 22 countries, I don't think so. We are looking for something like that. We have shows lined up the entire month, and we have been super busy. We have released an amazing album, Nama, and I don't think so. That is something that we are looking out for. This is not the first time that the tracks have been used for many series, and they have got in touch. They have taken permission. They have used it. So that's the way that you go about it, not, use the word inspired and just take the entire recipe and just add a little bit of salt to it and say, okay, this is mine. That's not how it works.
Okay. When we leave the conversation there, hoping there is some closure to this controversy. With that, it's a wrap from my side. The news continues here on CNN News 18.